We've mapped the human genome. We've put a telescope a million miles into space and read the light of the early universe. We can edit DNA, transplant a face, and simulate a cell on a computer. And yet, your body, the machine you are sitting in right now, the one reading this, is full of things that the smartest people alive cannot explain. Not, we haven't gotten around to it yet. Cannot explain. Open questions, question marks in the textbook. You're running at least 7 of them, and you probably triggered the first one today without noticing. The last one on this list isn't just a mystery of the body, it's widely considered the single hardest unsolved problem in all of science. Let's count up to it. Mystery 1, why you yawn. You did it today. Maybe you're doing it now, just from reading the word. And here's the embarrassing truth for science. Nobody actually knows why. The old answer, your body needs more oxygen, has been tested and largely debunked. Yawning and breathing run on different machinery. The leading current idea is that a yawn cools your brain when it overheats slightly. Maybe, but that doesn't explain the strangest part. Why it's contagious. Why does seeing you yawn, or hearing it, or just reading about it, pull a yawn out of me? There are theories, social bonding, mirror neurons, ancient group vigilance signals, but no consensus. One of the most common things your body does, dozens of times a day, and it remains an open question. If your body keeps secrets about something that simple, what about something you do every night? Mystery 2, why you dream. Every night, your brain shuts down contact with the outside world and generates entire hallucinated realities, complete with people, places, fear, joy, and stories, and then mostly deletes them before breakfast. Why? Nobody's sure. Maybe dreams help process emotion. Maybe they consolidate memory. Maybe they're rehearsal for threats, or just the random firing of a resting brain that your mind stitches into a story. Every one of these is a serious scientific theory, which is another way of saying we don't have the answer. You spend around 6 years of your life dreaming, and science cannot tell you for certain what it's for. And dreaming is just one part of a bigger nightly mystery. Mystery 3, why you need to sleep at all. This sounds settled. It isn't. We know what happens when you don't sleep. It's catastrophic, even fatal. But the deep question, why a creature would evolve to spend a third of its life unconscious, paralyzed, and defenseless, is still genuinely debated. From an evolutionary standpoint, sleep is almost absurd. Hours every night where you can't hunt, can't guard, can't reproduce, can't run from danger. For nature to keep a trait that costly, it must be doing something essential. We have strong leads, clearing waste from the brain, restoring the body, filing memories, but no single complete answer to the most basic question, why must you go offline every single night? The next one is rarer and even stranger, because you might be the only animal that does it. Mystery 4, why you cry emotional tears. All animals make tears to protect the eye, but humans appear to be the only species that leaks salt water from the face purely from feeling, grief, joy, overwhelm, a piece of music, the ending of a film. Why? What survival advantage is there in your vision blurring at the exact emotional peak when you might most need to see? The leading idea is social. Emotional tears are a signal, a visible flag that says, I need help or I'm safe with you, a bond too honest to fake. It's a reasonable theory. It is not a proven answer. The most human thing your body does may be the one we understand least. Speaking of things your body does without permission, here's one that breaks its own rules. Mystery 5, the placebo effect. Give someone a sugar pill, tell them it's powerful medicine, and a real, measurable fraction of them get genuinely better. Real pain reduction, real changes you can see on scans, from nothing but belief. It works even for some serious conditions, and almost unbelievably, recent research shows it can work even when people are told the pill is fake. Your expectation alone can release the body's own chemistry and change your physical state. We can measure it, we can reproduce it in study after study, and we still cannot fully explain how a thought becomes a cure. Your mind is quietly running a pharmacy, and nobody has the full blueprint. The next one you've done thousands of times, usually when you didn't mean to. Mystery 6, why you laugh. Laughter is a loud, involuntary, full-body convulsion that bursts out of you, often when nothing is funny, when you're nervous, when you're tickled, when you're relieved. Babies laugh before they can speak. People laugh in every culture on Earth. And yet what laughter is for, why evolution wired this strange bark into us, remains unsettled. The best theories are social. Laughter may be a bonding signal, a way to tell the group we're safe. This is play, we're okay. Probably. But the deep mechanism, why this specific reflex, why it feels the way it does, why it's so contagious, is still open. Something you do with the people you love most, and we can't fully say why. Which brings us to the big one, the mystery sitting behind all the others. Mystery 7, why any of this feels like anything. Right now, there is something it is like to be you. You're not just processing these words like a computer, you're experiencing them. There's a felt quality to the color red, to a stub toe, to this very thought. Scientists call it consciousness, and explaining it is considered the hardest unsolved problem in all of science, the one they literally named the hard problem. We can map which brain regions light up. We can watch the neurons fire. But how 3 pounds of electrified tissue produces an inner experience, a you in there watching, no one has the faintest proven idea. The most certain fact in your entire life that you exist and you're experiencing this is the thing science can least explain. So here's where this leaves us. You are carrying around a machine that yawns for reasons unknown, dreams for purposes unproven, sleeps on a logic we can't fully justify, cries uniquely human tears, heals itself on belief, laughs without knowing why, and generates a conscious you by a process that is the deepest mystery in science. You have lived inside it your whole life on autopilot, which is maybe the real takeaway. We spend so much attention on the world out there and almost none on the staggering, unsolved thing we live inside. So this week, one small experiment. Catch your body doing one of these 7, a yawn, a laugh, a dream you remember, a moment something moves you to tears, and instead of ignoring it, notice it. You're witnessing a genuine scientific mystery in real time for free. Which one are you going to catch first?